we did, we upgraded our whole room everywhere around the board.
I love it.
You mentioned Southern in terms of matching a physicality. Would they, in your estimation, be probably the most physical team that we played?
Yeah, it's it's bittersweet for their head coach. God bless him. He got a better deal and left, but thank goodness he left. I mean, he's, and I'm sure they still got the talent down there.
Yeah.
Sure.
But you got to give him a lot of credit for what they're doing. And when you look at those big tackles, man, you can sit there and say, well, they may not get out of. They are islands, so you got to run around them. We had littler guys last year. You put a Niles Gaddy out there now. You put a Malik McLean, a guy out of USC, and a guy out of Tennessee. They're going to make these guys get out of the damn back pedal.
Yeah.
Now you put the K-Tron out there that's a 320 or, around there that can move, a 4-star playing on the nose. Jermani Crane can move, like I said, a Michael Webb, and then Jeremiah Williams. So you start looking at those guys, and then we're not done either. We're trying to get a couple more guys in that can help and give us depth in there.
Yeah.
But Southern, they were tough. Here's what they do. They got the two islands out there, and they're tough at the guard position and center. And if you're an offensive coach or a head coach, build from the inside out. Get a great center. Get your two guards, and that's going to protect your quarterback.
No doubt.
And then go out there, and then they get the big old tall thing tackles, man.
Yeah. I was talking to a coach once, and he said, and he's a defensive line guy, but he says, if we stop the run, that is the foundation of everything that we want to do. And I wanted to ask you, what is the foundation of your philosophy? I mean, in terms of defensive line, coach.
Oh, you got to stop the run. Or a good football team's going to, I don't care if you throw it 70 times. A good football team, hey, look, we can run the football. And that's what, if you look at Alabama State, that's what happened to us. We stopped the run the first half. We got carried away with the RPO and for whatever reasons, and maybe we got wore down a little bit. We didn't have the discipline we needed. And we didn't make tackles the second half, and that running back got loose. We had about 150 yards in the fourth quarter, right? I mean, so to your point, I'm an old Buddy Ryan guy, Rex Ryan guy, Rob Ryan guy. And we're going to stop the run.
Yeah.
You cannot get a sack on a run play.
All right.
Run your butt upfield, and there they go.
No doubt.
So we are stopping the run. And, Dennis Thurman, our defensive coordinator, of course, I've been with him 10 years. I'm knowing DT. We're together. We think just alike on everything we're doing. And he's got some weapons back there, too, Looking at our safety position, we upgraded there. We still got our corners that are going to be good. Both of those two guys are going to be good. Isaiah, hopefully, he's healthy, coming back from the shoulder. Nugget coming back is just going to be more experienced. He's athletic. But our safeties are really, when Shiloh gets in there, it's going to be a different ball game. We all know that. He's a dog. He's a straight dog. And, my thing is always, the way he hits, Shiloh, don't use your head. We can't get you kicked out for target.
Right.
He is a dog.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of y'all's practices, man, and when y'all are looking for volunteers for a drill, he steps up. He's like, you have to tell him, like, no, not you, you just had a turn. Like, like he wants it. He wants it.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you guys are old school, and what's happened to football is, as kids, we were outside, we boxed, we fought. Wrestled, fought, or whatever. Not you're on the team, but we fist fight. It's over with. Wrestling around. Kids don't do that. Well, what's offensive, defensive line play? What you're talking? It's physicality of it.
Yeah.
You can't put your face in a fan. And we had some couple guys that ended up leaving our program because coach. They asked me, "Are you upset that they left?" I said, "No, he won't put his face in a fan." In other words, if you're a defensive lineman, you gotta sit there and put that face in there and let's go.
Yeah,
you gotta get bloodied up, and that's what we do in boxing and wrestling.
Man, I hope y'all listen to this.
but
this is red meat.
Always red meat with Coach, right?
Man, put your face in the fan.
And that's and what's crazy because you look at my history. I played wideout, about 50 pounds ago, but I also wrestled. So I was one of them wideouts that would always go stock block. I played in Oklahoma, so I run the wishbone. We might get one ball a game. There's only one receiver out there, too, by the way. Went to college, we had two receivers, and I'd always have the crossing routes.
Yeah.
But, that's why I love talking about Shiloh. He boxed when he was little. I wrestled. My son, he's going to be a walk-on, and he's going to be a slot receiver here. I enrolled him in the MMA deal. I said, son, I'm watching you run routes, and they're putting hands on you, getting knocked off. He's a little guy. I said, you got to top the route, be able to use your hands. So he's quick, he's all that stuff. He ain't got top speed. He's a quick guy. In 2 or 3 years, he might get some playing time. He's a quick slot guy, but I'm making him go to MMA. One of the things I went to the Jets when we had the OTAs back in, they came out. You had to be back in February. We had them in the morning, and we had Teddy Atlas. Mm-hmm. Teddy Atlas is the old boxer, right?
Yeah.
We had him in our building with the Jets. Eric Mangini started it. Rex Ryan continued it. And Teddy Atlas would have boxing for our guys.
Wow.
DeMario Davis is here. He wasn't there at the time, but Double D, we drafted him. He's the New Orleans Saints. He's a Mississippi kid.
Yeah.
And he came and did some of that stuff. And you love his toughness and stuff. But, at the Jets, so we had that. We had yoga. We had all those things we had in the afternoon, to use your hands, to get better at what you're doing. And those guys need to do that. Your body, your spacing, your awareness on what you're doing, top of the routes. And it becomes that. It becomes a mental focus. And in whatever position you're doing, so I told the guys, get yourself in top condition. I don't care if you're a D lineman, O lineman. Be in shape. Don't be sloppy.
Report in shape.
Definitely.
Report in shape. Coach, how's this summer going? I know you guys out here doing conditioning stuff and getting ready to ramp it up as we get close to that kickoff. Are you where you want to be or should be in June?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Because a lot of times in June you don't have this many here. We did it because everybody coming back. So we really kind of stress guys. You really need to be here because we're trying to get this rolling. Because we are still a new staff.
Sure.
And regardless of some of our goals were met, but we're still disappointed at 4-3. One was a forfeit, whatever. 3-3. And we didn't play Prairie View at the end because the numbers, they couldn't play us and then we couldn't play them. That was a deal. That was a wash. But yeah, you're disappointed because you lose 3 in a row.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why, so going forward, it's great that they're here. From June, 7th to what is today, the 18th, 19th of June, 18th. The 2 or 3 weeks, it's come a long ways. You see the workouts better.
Yeah.
Kids that want to be here. I got guys to run those drills, to do the 4-spot drill. What's great is I got Trevor Riley here, Coach Riley over there. Shout out. Outside linebacker coach for us.
Stick your face in there.
Our draft picks.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir.
He's coaching outside backers for us. It allowed us to walk around, and our players wanted to show up. I had 4 about 5 or 6 wanted to show up to help. So guess who started running the room?
Yeah.
They're running the room.
Players are.
And you look
at,
like
room.
I said, I'm a buddy Ryan disciple, and you go look at Rex and everybody else. We had, Buddy, when that 46 defense was rolling, he had Mike Singletary out there.
Coach, I gotta ask you, what's that experience like coaching under Buddy Ryan?
Well, I got to go 1986. I got to go be a free agent, and I went up. That's when you had 2 receivers.
I'm at 11.
And you might have had a third as a punt returner. Well Buddy was a defensive guy, so you might only have 4 or 5 guys on the squad. It's wideouts because you're still in high formation, 1986, and we have Mike Quick and Kenny Jackson, 2 first-rounders. Mike Quick out of North Carolina State, Kenny Jackson out of Penn State, and Greg Garrity. If you know anything about him, he's on the thing covers the Sugar Bowl 1983 from Top Blackledge. Penn State winning the national championship. He's a little white guy like me, a little quicker than me, a little faster.
Sir, good to see Doc.
He hurts his ring finger. So Buddy comes up, and they're all like, okay, and I go catch a ball in double coverage. Well, media goes crazy. Buddy, he's going to be gone 6 weeks. He never painted false pictures. And what was cool about it, they asked me, what do you think? I said, well, I'm here every day. And for me to be there 1 or 2 weeks, I made it 6 and almost made the damn team. But, Greg got his dang ring finger. He's a little quicker than me. But, play with Buddy. He's an Okie, and you guys know it. I've been in Mississippi long enough, and I don't think there's much different in our state. We're tough states.
Yeah.
Because we got to be, because the rest of America don't think we're very, whatever the hell we are. But, we're Okies. We got grapes of wrath on us. It's hard living. All our people that grew up, hard. My mom and dad were born in the 20s. They're both gone. God bless them. Them coming through, and you guys got relatives the same thing. You grew up hard. So you grow up hard, that's what you do. It's tough love.
Yeah.
Well, so a lot of people do not understand Buddy Ryan.
Yeah.
Herm Edwards was on that team. And Herm was like it was at the end of his career.
Yeah.
And, they just didn't understand what was going on. And just because they were at the end of stuff, and God bless Herm, I think he's a great coach and everything else. But Herm was like, he was done. Jaworski was on that team. And they were done, and Buddy ain't no bones about it. They were done playing. Ron Jaworski went from the first team to the third because he wouldn't come to camp and be in the dorm. That's where we stayed. It was tough love. And then he ended up getting Randall Cunningham an $18 million contract. And Randall, that was, that was it. But to answer your question, it was tough love. So him being an Okie, me being around Okies, it wasn't no big deal for me. I had people say, believe in God. I said, yeah, I believe in God.